I cannot possibly be more passionate about any subject than this one. The word conspiracy theory is used by so many people, so many times, almost like a reflex. And normally you hear this, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. Well, I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory. Well, I wouldn't want to promote a conspiracy theory. What is a conspiracy theory? Where did it start? Was it the CIA? Did it occur before? The weaponization of it. What does it really mean? What does it mean legally? What is a conspiracy? How does this work? What does it mean? How are you using this incorrectly? Let me count the ways, dear friend. Okay. But first, let me thank you for being a part of this thing of ours. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the video. You know the story. Like the video and hit that little bell and all that jazz. And please note that we are sponsored by our great friends at My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithlionel.com. Listen to me. You can say right now, especially if you've never thought about this, as a starter kit, as a starter promotion, save $200 off a 3-month emergency food kit from the premier food, emergency food preparation and catastrophe site. Call it what you want. Years ago, people would laugh at people. Oh, you're a prepper. Look around you right now. Do you feel stable? Do you feel competent? Do you feel confident, I should really say, with what's going on? No. And when food is in any way compromised, in terms of stores being closed, your inability to access food, you will freak out. And if you freak out, everybody freaks out. And I don't want to even imagine that. So right now, while the world crumbles, go to preparewithlionel.com and prepare for, I don't want to be eschatological, but you know what's coming. Preparewithlionel.com, and also our dear friends at mypillow.com. MyPillow, the great Mike Lindell, please use our name, use promo code Lionel, and get a free gift, no purchase necessary. They are wonderful. I can't say it enough. God bless them. They've supported us, and we support them. But their products, this isn't charity. Their products, the sheets, the pillowcases, everything, their slippers, second to none. The one, the only, the inimitable, the ineffable, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. All right, dear friends, I'm a trial lawyer. I'm a former prosecutor. A conspiracy is an arrangement, as one of my clients called an arraignment. A conspiracy is the following. It is the confederation, the agreement between two guilty people to do something bad. It's the agreement. Conspiracy, conspire, conspirare, Latin, to breathe together. You and someone else are breathing as one. You are expiration, respiration, conspiration. See the breathe? That's what it is. And it's the agreement. If I call you up on the phone and I say, let's you and I go to Marseille and pick up some heroin. Yes, we're going to do it. Do you want to do it? You better believe it. I'm ready. Are you ready? We're ready. And we agree to do this. If we agree to do this, guess what? We've just committed a crime. It's the agreement. That's all it is. It's just the agreement. There can be a dry conspiracy where we don't actually do anything other than talk. The law prohibits and hates and loathes not you killing somebody, but agreeing and arranging to kill. It's that agreement. Second, and in distinction from the act itself, that the law prohibits the conspiracy. There are things called inchoate crimes, attempt, solicitation. It's not the act itself. It's what brought you to the act. Solicitation for prostitution, offer to commit prostitution, conspiracy to commit murder, attempt. It's like not the act, but the prefatory, the introductory. that which allows the act. Conspiracy is just the agreement. So when somebody says, this may be a conspiracy theory, you can say, no, stop. Who's conspiring? What are you talking about? No, I'm just thinking that, and if, let's say, you say Bobby Kennedy is providing or perpetuating conspiracy theories about whatever. You can say, excuse me, the conspiracy theory would be who exactly conspiring? What is the agreement? What is the who? What is it? What is the agreement? What we use conspiracy theory to mean is something crazy. Something crazy. Coffee enemas can cure cancer. I'm just saying. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's BS or coffee. That's just false. I know he's promoting a lot of conspiracy theories that coffee enemas. No, that's not a conspiracy unless there's an agreement between the Folgers and some quack on the internet to promote a false claim that coffee enemas prevent cancer. That's the conspiracy, the agreement, not the false information. Now, what is a conspiracy theory? JFK assassination, because the official finding of the Warren report is that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone with no one else. He didn't conspire. He wasn't breathing with anyone. He was on his own. Singular. The conspiracy theory is not that that's false, but that the U.S. government or organized crime or the CIA or the intel agencies or the Russians or the Cubans all worked in some kind of a cabal, some kind of an agreement, a confederation, a group of people that assassinated President Kennedy. That's the conspiracy, the group. When you say, the conspiracy theory that Lee Harvey Oswald, no, you can't conspire by yourself. So it's the agreement. Now, let me explain to you the myth and the double myth in all of this. In 1967, there was this CIA document. You've heard about it. You've seen this, the memorandum, which promotes the idea of using conspiracy theory as a weaponized word for BS. It means, and I'm going to put a couple of links, and you can please do your research. You can find this, but the idea is that this memorandum was released, and it showed that people were really distrustful of the whole notion of the Warren report, and they didn't know what to do with this. In fact, the Zapruder film didn't come out until 75 or something, during the Geraldo Rivera, Good Night America, whatever it was. Nobody even saw that. They didn't believe the Warren Commission report before the Zapruder film. So this memorandum came out that says, weaponize the term conspiracy theory. Say, are you into a conspiracy theory? Start using a lot of air quotes. Make it sound crazy. Make the idea of something which is not crazy, a conspiracy attempt, whatever. That's like saying, are you talking about medicine? I guess you suggest that surgery. Well, yeah, but if you keep making it sound like that, you're gonna. It sounds bizarre. That's the idea, to weaponize the term. Oh, I see. So there was this. And by the way, what you do is you take something which is highly plausible, and you rework it into a way where you say the truth, but in a sarcastic way. Oh, so I see. So that Lee Harvey Oswald was working with other people who might have actually been involved in the superstructure of the assassination, and he was the fall guy. Yeah. So I always thought that Bill Clinton could have done the following: never ever lie on a deposition or a testimony, but you can change the way it's pronounced or the way it's presented. You can make it sound almost ridiculous. For example, you can say, Mr. President, did you have sex with, let me get this straight. Me, the President of the United States, who could have any woman around. No, I decide to risk my entire political future with some 21-year-old intern. Is that what you want me to say? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I did that. Right. Now, if you read the transcript back, he says, yes, yes, I did. Right. But my inflection, the way I said it, the incredulity, the sarcasm makes it sound like it's nuts. And that's what they wanted to do with this. Take something which is a conspiracy theory, but give it a new heft, a new feeling. Also, say the following. This is another one. This was also in the memorandum, and others as well. Talk about how impossible it is to keep a secret. You can't keep a secret. Whether it's UFOs or, you know how many people were involved in the Manhattan Project? Like 100,000, but nobody knew anything. They didn't know what they were doing. It was all compartmentalized. The people who were in charge of the actual bomb had never met other people, but there were 100,000 people. And they kept a secret because they never really said anything. So you make it sound like people can't keep secrets. Well, you know, with UFOs, you can't keep secrets. Yes, you can. There may be people, it is suspected, there might be some people, maybe 3 people in the world may know a couple of things. There are top secret levels above top secret. That the president doesn't know everything. Years ago, they always talked about these super secret ones, the 5-letter top secret words like umbra and zebra and, cobra. So what you do is you tell the truth, but in a way it doesn't refute the underlying truth. You just make it sound preposterous. Oh, yeah. So all these people could keep their mouths shut after. Yeah, especially when in the Kennedy case, when virtually half of the witnesses were. Now, you also have folks from more heritage sources who say, the word conspiracy theory was used even during the Garfield administration. And, Karl Popper's used it. No, people have used the word conspiracy, but the weaponization of it, the sarcastic overtone, the use of it as a synonym for lunacy, insanity, crazy, baseless, nutty. These conspiracy theories about direct energy weapons or that's not really a conspiracy. Again, nobody's saying that 2 or more people acted. They're saying, and I'm not subscribing to this, but they're saying that someone actually used some form of detonation or incineration instrument and that it wasn't the natural ebb and flow of fire. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's somebody doing this. Ted Bundy was a serial killer. It was not a conspiracy theory. He was one person. The conspiracy is the agreement. What they want you to do and what they're using the term as tantamount to crazy, lunacy, insanity. You don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. Tell them they're crazy. He's got some crazy theory that some satellite set Maui on fire. He's got some crazy theory that Lee Harvey and the mob work together. That's the theory. He's got a crazy theory that coffee enemas can prevent cancer or whatever. That's the theory. The conspiracy theory is how many people were involved in the perpetuation of either that act or whatever. So stop using the term conspiracy theory. Correct people. When people tell you, they say, no, I'm not talking about an agreement. I'm not talking about an illegal bringing together of people. No, I'm talking about the act itself, not, the Tate LaBianca murder was a murder. There's a conspiracy theory. Well, yeah, Charlie worked with Tex, the theories that he had Tex, Watson and LaBianca or all the other Krenwinkel and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that was how they all worked because they were a part of a group. Now, once the conspiracy moves into the actual effect, then you're aiding and abetting. Then you have an accomplice. The conspiracy is just the planning. It's just the agreement. When that moves into the actual movement or the death part, then we have accomplices. We have principals, aid, abet, counsel, procure, hire, people who work together in the act. What happened before was the conspiracy. Thank you. Thank you for letting me bring this to your attention. And please, now it's time for you. I want to hear what you think. What word do you tell me if this phrase drives you as nuts as it does me? And comment as you see fit.